Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Welcome back, and a round of applause for Nick for that music through dinner. It's always nice to have a background that you can talk over and understand. These credit card forms, they're on the table, will be coming around later, so when you make your donation to Movember, that's what you do it on. I did the Dry July. Anybody else do Dry July in July? Obviously, idiot. Anyone? Just me? I'm the only idiot in the room that stopped drinking for the whole month. That was the deal. It was a similar, you pledge that I will not have alcohol through July, and you tell all your friends. You go on Facebook and you tell all your friends, and they donate money. I raise nothing. Because I don't have any friends that would believe that an Irish person could stop drinking for an entire month. Anyway, so there it is. But, speaking of which, the concierge has just sent a little message up via the main desk that I know many of you people will be traveling home by, limos. It's the industry. But if you are driving, be careful if you're using the Anzac Bridge. Apparently there will be a booze bus out there. Not that it bothers me, because I've beaten the system. I'm a sort of a modern sort of a, well, people said, what sort of a chap are you? I was basically a diversified, multicultural, postmodern deconstructionist, that's politically, anatomically, and ecologically incorrect. I've been uplinked, downloaded, inputted, and outsourced. No, I know the upside of downsizing and the downside of upgrading. I'm really a cutting-edge, state-of-the-art, bi-coastal multitasker, and I could give you a gigabyte in a nanosecond. You see, I'm new wave, but I'm old school, and my inner child is outward bound. What I'm trying to say is I have an iPhone. Now, I have an application on the iPhone that I come to a function like this, and if it's going well, I'll have a glass of wine with most people in the room. I think it's only fair that I travel around the tables and have a drink. And when I get halfway through this celebration, I push the application. 20 minutes later, a guy comes through the door and says, "Are you Paul Martel?" I said, "I am." Same person. He says, "Give me the keys." And he drives me home in my own car. Have you used this service before? From wherever you are. I know there's people from Melbourne and Western Australia. You must use this. It's fantastic. I started using it 2 Christmases ago. The guy picked me up, literally, and drove me home. I said, "Look, I'm very impressed with your service. It's Christmas. Would you like to come in for a drink?" He said, "I wouldn't mind." So I brought the driver in with several drinks. After a while, I looked at my watch. I said, "You better stay the night. I'll drive you home tomorrow." So I drove the driver home. He said, "Would you like to come in for a drink?" I said, "That'd be nice." So I went in for it. 6 weeks getting rid of this bastard, backwards and forwards. Anyway, think of the lives it saved, and that's what we're here to do, raise money for that. Okay, so more of that later. Right now, welcome back the CEO of ASF, Chris Dalton, to make a presentation.
Thanks, Paul. I just want to take a few moments for an internal ASF matter. We're a very small executive office of 3 people, and we're losing someone tomorrow. Alison Ryle, who you may have spoken to or dealt with over the last 4 years, is leaving to relocate to London. So I would like just to call Alison up and present her with a small gift to say thank you on behalf of the National Committee, who has supported for 4 years, and from Alex, Sel and I, from keeping us on track over the last 4 years. And now I'd like to invite 2 long-standing members of the National Committee to say a few words about another initiative that we announced at the conference this year. This is the ASF Research Award, another exciting and innovative initiative, and it's been driven by Rob Camilleri, the chairman of our Education Faculty, and Vernon Spencer, the co-chair of our Market Standards and Practices Committee. So please welcome Rob and Vernon.
Thank you, Chris, and thank you, ANZ, for giving us the time to just make this announcement. Look, through the further education of the industry, which is one of the sort of the cornerstones of what the ASF tries to deliver on an annual basis, we've, with the generous support of Vernon's Foundation, arranged a hopefully an ongoing research award for the industry to promote thought leadership. So there'll be further details coming through the ASF website in terms of the criteria and how the award will work. But there will be a total prize pool of somewhere in the order of about $10,000 with at least a major prize of $5,000. So I'll hand it over to Vernon just to say a few words around sort of some of the objectives and the motivation behind it.
Thanks, Rob. One of the biggest issues that faces not just our industry or our country, but the world, is where we're all heading. And particularly, it's a world for younger people, not for us oldies. History is a useful thing to have, but it doesn't contribute a great deal to the future of everyone. And so we made a decision, or the ASF's made a decision, which we're very happy to support, to start having what we will call the ASF Research Award. And this is to encourage younger people in our industry to think outside the square, to think about a whole lot of issues that might ultimately commercially benefit our industry. History is full of all that. For hundreds of years, people right outside the curve have suddenly created something that really works. And in our case, maybe somebody smart who hasn't got all our bad habits may think about, oh, I know how to do these, CPRs and whatnot. They're all doing it wrong, and with smart, nerdy technology, maybe, who knows what might happen. Master trusts where there's a bit of struggling and carrying on and so forth. Could do that and so forth. So we really want to promote the industry's knowledge base by capturing thought leadership material. We want to harness the value of that for the betterment of our industry, and we want to have genuine improvements in understanding and the development of our industry and of this fabulous market. And whether that's going to be testing a hypothesis or an idea, we want to encourage people. And as the head of the whole Stargate group, we've been delighted to underwrite and contribute to the ASF to make sure that this is a worthwhile award. Without taking time, a number of people ask, why Stargate, for God's sake? Surely someone else can do this or have it. The Stargate Foundation is very ultra low profile, very deliberately. It's our family foundation, started more than 40 years ago, and its primary purpose was to help and educate and provide resources for the future of industries and that we're involved in as a family. And we think one of the most important things is to enhance the opportunities for younger people, not just in this industry, but elsewhere, to see what they can do and achieve. My father, who'd be 110 now, I guess, he originally said to me, Vernon, you should make sure that if you've had some good fortune and luck in the industry and the business you have, give some of it back. Now, tens of thousands of people in this country and worldwide do the same. And I'm delighted that as far as the Stargate Foundation is concerned, not only are we contributing to this first award, but as I just told Tim, we will make this an ongoing, growing award from the foundation to ensure that there's some real benefit that comes out of that.
Thank you, Vernon, and I'm sure everybody will appreciates his generous support of this inaugural initiative of the ASF. So please refer back to the ASF website where you'll find further details in terms of the criteria, the terms and conditions, and some of the idea generation that we're promoting. And we do invite the industry to provide a research wish list. So if there's areas of within your own firm or with your own department that you'd like to see further research or development undertaken, please send them through to the ASF Executive Office, and we will publish those ideas. And that's not gospel, because we are encouraging that thought leadership and idea generation. So once again, thank you for your attention, and we look forward to your support and your entries.
Thank Vernon, Spencer, and Rob. Camilleri, hey. Italian, huh? Took a guess. Because I married an Italian the last time. Wasn't that a nice combination? An Irishman marries an Italian. The mafia meet the IRA. What a combination. We have a kid, he'll walk around school making offers no one can understand. Not that we're having children at my age. I couldn't go through it again. The screaming, the yelling, the sleepless nights, the finger marks on the wall, the dirt on the floor, the bed wetting. Come on. It's not a good environment to bring a child into, is it? What a sick man I am, but there you go. Now, I mentioned this gentleman earlier. He's coming along. He's from Movember. Jason Hinks is his name. He's the Chief Operating Officer, and he's going to talk to us about this worthy cause. Welcome, Jason, to the stage.
Thanks. The first question I'd like to ask is, why grow a mustache? For the most part, it's a pain in the butt. It's itchy, your wife, girlfriend, or significant other doesn't want to touch you. You make small children cry. And in my case, you look like a 70s PE teacher who's a little bit on the dodgy side. But the benefits of the mustache are undisputed. You save money on razors. It can take the attention off a bad haircut. You can savour the taste of soup for up to 9 hours after you've eaten a bowl. But perhaps the most important benefit of the humble mustache is that last year it raised $141 million for men's health. So what is Movember? Movember, for those who aren't familiar with the campaign, is a campaign that lasts 30 days that asks men to grow mustaches to raise funds and awareness for men's health. From its humble beginnings in a bar in Fitzroy in Melbourne in 2003 to last year where 1.1 million Mo Bros and Mo Sisters participated across 21 countries, Movember has become a global movement. I'd now like to share with you a very short video about our hairy journey so far.